Hey Myles here at Tactical Hyve. It's Thursday, so we're going to be talking about natural point of aim, but using some live fire exercises to reinforce what we learned on Monday. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Today's live fire session to work natural point of aim is really simple. And there's a lot of different ways to work natural point of aim. Live fire, this is just one way. And again, it is simple. What you want to do is you want to be in a comfortable distance where, don't push yourself. Right now I'm at about 7-8 yards, but you can start from 3-5 yards if you want to. Your target, I'm going to be shooting those spinners just because it's in front of me, but you want a target that is relatively bigger, okay? Because we're not looking for precision here, okay? We're not trying to keyhole shots. We're trying to shoot a human silhouette, and we're not going to be using our sights here. We're going to be using our natural point of aim. So if you're hitting without even aiming, okay, that's a pretty good start. And the more you do this drill, the more you work your natural point of aim, the more you just improve overall with your marksmanship, you're going to see that if you shoot just with natural point of aim, index shooting, instinctive shooting, you're going to get even more precise as time goes by. So what you're going to do is you're going to load your gun, and on your target, you're going to first start off with the dry fire exercise, okay? I'm going to have my finger off the trigger. You're going to look at your target right here, okay? Understand what my body's relation is to this target, and then I'm going to do what I did before here. I'm going to present, close my eyes, okay? There's lots of different ways. I'm going to do it a different way here. You can close your eyes. I'm going to move left, move right here, open my eyes, and if I'm centered, which I am right now, then I'm good. Then I'm going to remember this natural point of aim, this positioning of my body to the target. The next way is what we did in the dry fire session here. You're going to move up to your target here, walk up, step into the position, okay? You're gonna close your eyes, present your gun, and if you are centered, I'm centered right now on the target, perfect, okay? If not, you're gonna make those micro adjustments with your stance, understand when you are lined up with whatever you wanna shoot, then you can put your gun down, but memorize your stance. This is the feeling that we're looking for here. Okay, so what we're doing is we're just warming up. We are reminding our body and our mind about the relationship between our body to the target for natural point of aim, okay? Because what we're going to do now is my red dot is off and I am not, let me make sure here, it's off. So what we're going to do here is we are going to move into position, look at whatever I want to hit, and then present my gun and then take the shot. I don't have my red dot on, so it's going to be more about natural point of aim. Now, if you're not ready to shoot a small target, remember, that's not important, okay? If it's a silhouette, as long as you hit the silhouette, you're good, okay? But then over time, you want to close up that group. So if you are using iron sights, there's two things you can do. You can just cover up with some tape, okay? Or, take out your iron sights, whatever you want to do, but just cover up. Don't use your sights here. And you want to try and shoot rather quickly. You don't want to just if you're using iron sights and you're covering up with tape, you still can see a reference point with your sights. It's not like a red dot that's completely off. So you want to take your shot relatively quickly, or else your mind, your vision is going to start picking up that sight and you're going to start to aim. So once again, I'm here, I get into position, I look at what I want to hit. I'm going to present here and then take the shot and I hit it. Okay, so finger off the trigger and I'm good. So that tells me my natural point of aim is right there. Okay, now remember, I'm shooting like a 6-inch hexagon. You don't have to, okay? If you need to go from 3 yards and shoot a full-size silhouette and hit it, that's fine. Okay, the main thing is you want good center mass shots. Now let's assume I do this, I get here, I'm looking at my target, I step up here, okay, and I'm looking at my target, I present, and I'm going to, on purpose, I'm going to move my body to the left so I don't have good natural point of aim. I present, and all of a sudden, I'm way off. What you want to do, okay, is turn your red dot back on or take off the tape on your iron sight and adjust your body until you're lined up, and then from there, put the gun down before you do anything. Understand your body's relationship to the target. Understand the positioning. Then you're going to do it again. Step in, look at the target, okay, and present. So essentially, I am doing this without any sights. right? Remember, if you have a red dot, you're going to turn it off, okay? And you're just literally going to present. If your shots are going low or high, don't worry so much about that. It is about left and right, okay? You want to be centered in your target. So if you're using a full-size USPSA target, if you're hitting down here or up here, that's fine. The elevation is not, you don't worry about that right now. It's more about the windage, if it's left or right, okay? If you're using iron sights, just remember that if you cover it with tape, make sure to take that shot quickly. So I'm going to pretend that I was using iron sights here. I would go here, and I'm not going to even shoot the plate right now. I'm going to just go here and then take the shot rather quickly. The reason being is if I wait here and I'm covering my iron sight with tape, eventually your eyes will begin to start focusing. You might start to cheat and focus on your sights, and then you'll be able to line it up with your target. Okay? So that's the drill. It's really simple. The idea here is we are shooting by aiming with our body. But first start off this drill doing the natural point of aim exercise to establish it, then begin to shoot your target without sights. Don't go directly to a small plate like this or this distance if you're not ready for it, okay? Again, maybe a full-size silhouette from 7 yards is good for you, or maybe at 5 yards as a start, okay? If you begin to, let's say you're shooting a full-size silhouette at 5 yards and you're not hitting, okay? That means, all right, you definitely wouldn't want to shoot a small target in further distance. You need to work your natural point of aim. Then once you start hitting consistently, then you can increase the distance and increase the difficulty of the target. That wraps up this video about stance and how stance establishes our natural point of aim, which is extremely powerful and important to shooting fast and accurately. The dry fire and the live fire exercise are something that you need to do over and over again, because establishing your natural point of aim, knowing what it is and falling into it right away doesn't happen overnight. So make sure you practice regularly. Do the live fire and the dry fire exercises really religiously until you see some good progress. Then measure your improvement from there. Next week, we'll do a recap of everything we've covered in the stance thus far. There's a lot more to cover. As we talked about, mobility, stability, recoil management, and natural point of aim are the 4 main purposes of stance. But this is just a mini series. We're not going to cover every little thing because it's impossible in a video series and it would take forever. But we're going to give a recap of the 4 components that we've discussed thus far. So if you've missed out or you want more details, make sure you tune in next week. As always, guys, if you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time.